Generating referrals is a process that incorporates nurturing relationships on an ongoing basis. My system includes things like following up with past clients at least twice during the first year. We have a local business that sends out postcards with a small offering from a local business once a month. I also do a lot on social media, being on LinkedIn, being on Facebook, being on Twitter, and answering questions and being relevant in their community for what's going on. I'm a big fan of doing the forward calls, where you're really just calling to say hi, see what people are up to. 10 minutes on the phone just to say hi without an agenda means the world to people. I get a lot of calls from clients, just saying, hey, I have a problem, maybe you can help me with this. Doesn't really result in listing or selling their house, but solving their problem gives them benefit and keeps me at the top of mind awareness. I'm a member of certain groups on LinkedIn, but I prefer to nurture more personal relationships, so it's not about having 500 people linked to me or 1,000 people linked to me. If a friend of mine works on recruiting, and no, she's not sending me every transaction she's getting, because that's not how her business model works. But if I know where she's recruiting from and I give her somebody that might be looking for a job or that's asking for a good recruiter in that field, I'm facilitating a need for her. And then when she has the need and somebody says, hey, do you know someone who does real estate in the Raleigh area? She's obviously going to mention my name. I'm a member of a BNI group locally, and I try to sit out for 2 or 3 face-to-face meetings a week with folks within the networking community locally. Meet for coffee, meet for lunch. Sometimes we're doing meetings where we're meeting in a group of 3 or 4, and that way being a little more efficient with our time and everybody's kind of piggybacking on something. And again, you can get a lot out of that, even almost more than a one-on-one. And it branches out certainly beyond my local market. I got a referral earlier this year simply from the BNI networking. Right now, I would say probably 20% of my time is in the office working on follow-up plans, marketing, reaching out to people, making those calls. Time blocking for clients, I find a little bit harder because in our market, things are selling quickly, so I can't always block, X hours on Saturday or X hours on Thursday night to show property. So that kind of fits in the middle. We're getting into the spring market knowing that there's going to be more transactional things happening this time of year, but generally speaking, 2 or 3 face-to-face meetings a week. If you don't have those systems in place where certain things are happening, whether you're physically able to do them or not, you will feel the results in 60 to 90 days, undoubtedly. I mean, we've all had it happen. Sometimes we have a family emergency, or you get the flu and you're really knocked out for a week. I mean, you need to have mailings going, you need to have things going on social media that, even if your voice is gone, that you can still reach out to people and still get out there and be present, and then that's a good test for whether we have systems in place. Past clients and past client referrals add up to about 65% of my annual sales, roughly 20% agent referrals, and then 10, 15, 20% drop in your lap kind of stuff. The system gives you security, knowing that if you work the system and if you keep on the system, then you don't have as many of those insecurities that your business is not, what if? The what ifs don't come into play as much because if you do X, Y, and Z, the business will come.